Welcome to the real world. My name is Cameron, joined by Carson.
Hey.
And a very special guest, Ryan, is here with us all the way
right.
from Texas.
That's right.
Old friend of ours.
The
We're glad to have
visionary
him back.
director is here.
Yeah, he is a director, an animator, an artist. We are excited to talk to him about his new short film he just made. So let's get started. Welcome to the real world. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. We are over 500 subscribers. Very thankful for that. So keep sharing this on social media. This is a very special bonus episode of the podcast.
That's right.
First time we've ever done this.
Yeah.
So this is pretty exciting. We've got a special guest. Like I mentioned up top, this is Ryan, all the way from Texas. We've been longtime friends ever since you were a little guy. So it's been really cool.
As long as I've been alive.
Exactly.
I've
Yes, exactly. So Carson and I are both super excited to have you on the podcast. You're a big supporter of the Real World podcast, and we really appreciate that. So we wanted to support you.
And independent film.
Absolutely.
And cinema.
That's right.
And animation.
Absolutely. Yes. He's got a new short animated film titled Falling Asleep.
Mm-hmm. What was this made for?
Yeah, so why? What was the inspiration behind it? Give us kind of the background.
Well, I'm going to an art school at UT Arlington in Texas. It's and I'm in the drawing area and also cinematic arts area.
Okay,
So
sweet.
I did this part with a mentorship with the cinematic arts area's animation professor.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just like an independent study.
Okay.
Because I just wanted to be able to explore using different types of media and animation.
Yeah,
And right now all their animation classes are geared more digital, so I just wanted to be able to explore all the other stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really interesting that, like you're saying, animation is moving more toward digital now.
Right.
And this has a lot of traditional... it's a
Has all
combination
kinds
of a
of
lot of
things.
different art styles together. There's stop motion involved, there's traditional animation.
There's live action.
There's live action footage,
It's got
yeah.
it all. I mean, it reminds me of like I don't know, like Everything Everywhere All at Once, or
Right,
like,
yeah,
a
or
little
Spider-Verse.
bit of Spider-Verse
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. So, what were were those two things that inspired you, or
Oh, yeah.
what else?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
those two things
Uh-huh.
were like two of the top inspirations, as well as
Yeah.
the show Mob Psycho 100.
Okay.
They have a credit scene, or it's a intro card and a post credits,
Right.
like animation where they used a lot of like oil on glass animation,
Mm.
which is crazy.
Okay.
Like would never
Yeah.
expect that to be
Yeah.
like actual used in a mainstream show.
Right,
Like,
right.
they'd have like their spirits or demons like
Yeah,
be
yeah.
made out of oil animation
Huh.
with the digital overlaid on top.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
And then they got it's like a master animator too. I
Yeah.
forget his
Okay.
name, but he's
Okay.
like incredible. And
Yeah.
they got him to do that for the show.
Huh.
That's
But then
so
he also
cool.
did like the whole like credits sequence.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Interesting.
And then the second season, the intro is just like an exploration of all kinds of
Huh.
animation, but it's
Huh.
all made digitally, replicating traditional animation.
That's great. Yeah, that's wild. It kind of reminds me of Star Wars Visions a little bit.
Yeah,
Season
very
2 of Star Wars
innovative,
Visions,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Star Wars Visions, every episode is a different animation studio,
Right.
totally different style,
yeah.
totally different country.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. This short film's kind of a combination of different styles and
Definitely.
techniques.
Definitely. That's
Really
great.
cool.
So I should have led with this, but it was the winner of the best animation at the Spring 2024 Film Showcase. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Very
great.
cool. Did you get a
So-
trophy?
I got a little certificate.
Oh, that's
okay,
cool.
hey,
Hey.
that's something. That's great. So let's talk about the character Whitley, who's at the center of this.
Sure.
Because this character has been around since long before the short. So talk about
Yeah,
the
what's-
origins of that
yeah,
character
what's
and
this
the
inception?
earlier iterations of him.
Yeah, so he's from my ongoing comic series. It's been on hiatus, but
Right.
called Kids with Powers. He's
Right.
one of the like main characters, and he's the one that's like most closely like related to me.
Sure.
I originally made him as like a role model for myself, so it's
Okay.
kind of like
Right.
he's the role model, and then the other protagonist is like who I kind of was at the time. more.
Yeah, very cool.
So yeah, it's kind of a way for me to express myself though.
Sweet.
Great.
So I didn't want to the story itself is based off my own dreams and stuff that I have and like nightmares I have and things.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just put myself in there.
Sure,
so it's like,
right.
I've inserted Whately, and it feels fitting for his
Sure,
character.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. That's what are his powers? And this is
Yeah,
the,
we
the
gotta talk
comic
about
is-
Kids with Powers, because Kids
Yeah.
with Powers I think is great. People
Right.
need to check these out.
Mhm.
Where first of all, where's the short film online? Is it only on Instagram right now?
It's only on Instagram right now.
Okay.
Soon we'll be on YouTube.
Okay, we'll put a link in the description so you can follow Ryan on Instagram and
For
check
sure.
it out.
Yeah.
Kids with Powers, is that also only on Instagram, or can people find that elsewhere?
It's on Webtoon right now, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just working on making my own website right now.
Oh, awesome. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, Webtoon's very cool. They have a lot of independent comics and
Okay,
stuff there.
yeah.
DC even has an official
really?
that family comic. That's
Okay.
really fun.
We'll put that in the description below too, so you guys can check those out. Any word on the next chapter of Kids with Powers? Is you have an idea, or is it
Yeah,
in the
I have
works?
to,
Oh, you
it's
do?
in the works.
Okay, okay.
I'm planning on working on it over the summer.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
excellent.
I-
Okay,
this is my senior year, and I'm planning on like graduating with published comics. I want to have physical
Great,
copies.
yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
That'd be awesome. Super cool.
Okay, cool. So, I wanted to get your general thoughts on. We're obviously a movie-related podcast.
Sure.
Primarily, we talk about TV and stuff too. So, if you want to mention some stuff, but what are your favorite movies? We already mentioned, I think, Spider-Verse. I know you're a huge fan of. But what are some recent movies or series that have kind of really caught your eye that you've really been into?
I've really loved the Puss in Boots: Last Wish.
That was a great movie.
The
You just saw that recently.
I did. I saw it for the first time, and I have only ever seen the first Shrek movie.
Yeah,
That's
I think
my
I've seen the
only-
first two. Yeah, that's
My
all
only
I've seen.
exposure
I kind of
was
left the franchise.
the first
and
Shrek movie, but I loved Puss in
The
Boots.
buzz around it was so big, I had to check it out, and I was blown away.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. I've seen, I think, all the Shrek movies and
okay.
the first Puss in Boots movie.
Right.
But I was not expecting that out of it.
Me
like
neither.
the animation.
Is this not the first Puss in Boots movie?
It's the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Really?
there's like an origin movie apparently I've never seen.
It's like from 2006
6 or 7. Or
yeah, it's
something?
like I think 2007 is like an
Interesting.
old movie, and
Huh.
it's like so it's like the sequel of a spin-off of like
That's
a
like
really
20 years
old
old.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it came out of nowhere.
How
I
strange.
was
Yeah,
expecting
yeah,
it,
but yeah.
Yeah.
Last Wish is really good.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Mhm.
great for sure.
And then like the X-Men show, X-Men
97?
97. Yeah,
Mhm.
the
Great
animation is just crazy in that. Like,
is.
Yeah.
they really went back to the original style, but
Right.
like elevated with
Definitely.
like crazy
Mhm.
budget.
Yes,
For
yes.
Watching the last episode, I just was telling Carson that like
yeah.
they did not spare any
spared no
expense.
expense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
There's scenes
definitely.
where they could have gone away with like doing less animation,
Right.
like when they're doing telepathy.
Yeah.
They actually animated them talking
Right.
Yeah,
while
exactly.
doing telepathy.
Yeah.
That's something we were talking about. We were talking about Young Justice seasons 3 and 4,
Oh, right.
and the step off of quality
Sure.
that those seasons had compared to
Definitely.
the rest of the series.
Yep. All right, so who are some filmmakers that you really like? Directors or animators or people like that you really enjoy?
Well, definitely Hayao Miyazaki.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Great.
Absolutely, he's an all-time great.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you can like go into animation school and
Right.
not
Right,
like,
of course.
go to him.
Definitely.
I've loved his work. Everything from the Castle Cagliostro.
Oh,
was
you're
one of
going way
his,
back.
His first things.
Wow.
All the way up to Boy and the Heron, which just
yeah,
came
the
out
most
recently.
recent film was great.
Yeah, really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just love the spectacle of that, seeing it on the
Yeah.
big screen. That's the
Oh,
first
yeah.
one I've
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah,
like
me
that.
too.
Yep.
Yep.
I got to see a re-release of Princess Mononoke before Boy and the
that's
Heron.
right.
My
And that
favorite,
was
my favorite is
fantastic.
Nausicaa, and that's about to come back to theaters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see
Nausicaa's
that.
great.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I love that. That's like that just won the Oscar. It's
Yeah,
2D
that's right. It
animated
did.
feature.
Yeah, it kind of
Like,
surprised some people. Everyone thought it was going to be Spider-Verse.
That's
but
right.
I'm
yeah,
glad
it's
they gave it to me.
The first
He deserved
2D
it.
animated feature that won in 21 years.
Really?
It's the
Oh, I
first
didn't know that.
foreign animated film to win that category in 21 years.
Wow.
And it's also the last film that Miyazaki won an Oscar for in 21 years because
Yeah.
he did all those things 21 years ago.
That's
amazing.
incredible. I didn't even
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
That is
Those are great points. Yeah.
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 So
Excellent.
I'm kind of hoping it'll kind of help gear more back toward
Toward
Yeah.
2D. Yeah.
animation.
right.
Yeah.
I really want more 2D animation
Definitely.
movies to
Me
come
too.
back.
Mhm.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah, 2D animation just has a kind of tactile feeling
Yeah.
and soul in
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
That-
It's because it's
that-
handmade. It's like it's
Yeah.
literally like
That
handmade.
really, I mean, as great as some 3D animated movies are,
Oh sure.
some of the greatest,
Right.
Incredibles, Spider-Verse, Wall-E even.
Right.
Still, they just don't capture the same amount of charm
Yeah.
and vibrance
Yeah, I
that
agree.
can be caught in
There's
like
that
a 2D
humanity in it that's
Yeah.
just you can't
Yeah.
recapture with digital. But
for sure.
And I think that's
Um,
what makes Spider-Verse so like effective, is that it's kind of bringing that
it's
back.
both,
in
right? It's kind of a
Definitely.
blend of the two. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you planning for the future? Anything, you talked about Kids with Powers, you got more of that coming.
Yep.
Do you have another short film planned? Do you have a feature-length film planned? I don't know. I mean, what are you, any kind of ideas of things you want to do in the future as
Yeah.
far as filmmaking goes?
Well, yeah, I have. I'm wanting to establish like a Kids with Power brand kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to keep expanding. I'm writing a novel right now that's set in the universe.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I have that like 50% done.
Okay,
Very
great.
cool.
And so I want to get that published by next year.
Awesome.
And then I want to continue my comic, and that's
Yeah.
going to be like the main overarching story.
Mhm.
But I also have like a lot of stories within this world that I want to
Okay.
expand on in different
Mhm,
films
mhm.
and
Sure.
different.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
just all different mediums.
That's awesome.
That's
Sounds
great. I can't wait to see more.
I can't either.
From the visionary mind of Ryan Oxner.
That's right. Get ready to see the name in lights.
That's
soon.
right. That's right.
So people can follow me online on Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you anywhere else online? Do you have?
Instagram is the main thing,
Okay.
and then it's Ryan Oxner is my username.
Okay, we'll
and
put that into the description so
Yeah.
people can
Yeah.
follow you.
kidswithpowers.com will be
Mhm.
up
Okay.
soon.
Okay.
Right now, that if you put that in, it'll link to my webtoon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Good.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah, we'll put links to all that in the description
Very
so
cool.
people can find you. And check out Falling Asleep on Instagram right now.
Yeah.
It will blow you away. I'm telling you, it is absolutely fantastic. How long did that take to make?
Like a full semester.
Did it really?
Yeah. That was like my whole class was making that one
Yeah.
short film. So
Wow.
honestly, most of it just was spent making that stop motion doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a whole new.
There was a lot of stop motion footage there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
imagine that took a while.
Yeah, and I used a lot of that stop motion footage to like rotoscope for some of the other
okay,
ones.
okay.
I had shot it all on my phone.
Yeah.
And I
yeah.
used like a stop motion app to like
Uh-huh.
onion skin just
Okay, yeah.
off the stop motion doll, and then use the oil
Okay.
paint like
Right,
to
right.
Very
trace
cool.
it.
Wow.
What was your deadline? When did you get it done?
It was. I finished it the night before. It was due.
Really?
It was due at 6 p.m. the next day. I got to midnight that night. I had nothing put together.
Really?
I had just random clips of animation.
Wow. So you just spent all night editing.
No,
All day.
it was crazy. I was going to sleep. Like I was giving up, like because
Oh,
I had
really?
nothing. I didn't even have my cell animations like rendered at all. It
Okay.
just had like random cells scattered about. But then I remembered that I had scanned my sketch animation. That's like at the beginning of it,
Okay.
and I just finished putting that together. And then
Right.
I tossed it on there on my like Adobe Premiere, and it was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm like almost done. And then I found like a stack of cells I forgot that I had painted.
Oh.
So I just like rendered those real quick, and I got it all rendered,
Yeah.
and edited it together. I found this old demo of like a potential like kind of score that
Okay.
ended up matching up perfectly with what I
Nice.
had.
Whoa.
I edited it
I was gonna say
together.
the music fits perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. It like
That's
just all came
great.
together, and it worked in like 2 hours.
That's
which-
called Providence. That's what
Yeah.
we call it.
Absolutely,
That is amazing.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
amazing. That's,
That's
so cool.
incredible.
Super cool. So thanks, Ryan, for coming on. We really appreciate it. We're going to shoot another video with Ryan, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
He's going to scour the collection, which will be a lot of fun. Again, make sure you follow him online. Follow The Real World on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos, and we'll see you next time right here on The Real World. Thank you so much for joining us here on The Real World. Make sure you hit the like button,
Take that again.
subscribe.
I was in the middle of drinking.
It's okay. It feels more natural if you are.
Yeah, but if it just cuts to me
Feels
and
more
suddenly I have
robotic.
a
It's
drink.
okay. It's going to go to the logo anyway.
This is all staying in.